Okay everyone, the purpose of this video is to go over zero product property and how to solve it. We just previously went through factoring quadratics, and I'm going to use the factored quadratic that we used from the previous video. When we apply zero product property, well, the name kind of hints at itself, zero, we're going to have to make our y coordinate 0, which means that you're solving for the x-intercepts. Remember that the x-intercept is always going to be where y is 0, our y coordinate. But we don't know what our x is. We don't know what this is yet. So the zero product property will help us find our x-intercepts of the quadratic equation. Now, if we set y equal to 0, as all x-intercepts have a y equal to 0, we can then apply zero product property whereby this binomial product, let's call him A, multiplied by this binomial product, x minus 5, let's call him B. If A binomial product, 2x minus 1, times B binomial product is 0, it must mean that A or B or both, and in most cases, I'm going to be honest, it will be both. In most cases, it will be both. Both must equal 0. They must equal 0, therefore. So to solve it, we're going to do the following steps. If the binomial product of A, which is 2x minus 1, is therefore equal to 0, then clearly our second binomial product of x minus 5 must also be equal to 0 by that standard, which also should be equal to 0 by that standard. So now that we know that 2x minus 1 is equal to 0 and x minus 5 is equal to 0, this is binomial product A and binomial product B, we're just going to simplify and isolate our x variables. So that's plus 5 here and plus 5 here. That will give us an x equal to 5. And if we plus 1 here, we get 2x equal to 1. And if we divide both sides by 2 to isolate our x variable, we find that x is equal to 1/2. So now we have our two x-intercepts. Of x equals 5 is one of our x-intercepts, and it's written as 5, 0, because 0 was our y. And we have our second x-intercept of x equals 1/2, and 1/2, 0 is also our intercept. Visually, you can actually see right here how we have an x-intercept of the quadratic equation at 5, 0. And we also have right here an x-intercept of 1/2, 0. So the zero product property, ZPP, is a way to solve for the x-intercepts of a quadratic equation, I hope that the method helps. I'll go through it one more time. Just as a reminder, the tricky part of finding the x-intercepts is factoring. So watch the video again should you need help. Because once you have it factored into two binomial products, 2x minus 1 is 1, and x minus 5 is another, then you can apply zero product property by making both of them equal to 0, to find your x values that hold true. And of course, you can always graph it on a graphing calculator or GeoGebra in order to see if you found the correct x-intercepts. I hope the video was useful. Should you need any assistance, I will be available in office hours, and see ya. Have a good day.